Hey guys, what's up? And I've been fortunate to be involved in many different fields and aspects and experiences, and I said, you know what, I should share some of this stuff online so you also could be prepared to be successful. So today we're going to talk about preparing yourself to become a flight attendant, and whether that be regional or mainline. We'll talk about those differences in a few moments to even before the interview. So a lot of these airlines now will have an online process, application for you to apply. This is very important. The first step that you need to do is be prepared. It really surprises me where a lot of people go into something and they just expect it to happen instead of doing the homework and making themselves successful. So being prepared means that you actually researching what you want and how to get it, and to take tips from myself and other people who've been successful and carry that on to fruition. So even the online application, people speed through it and they don't take the time to actually make sure everything's spelled correctly and the information you're given is correct. There's no gaps in date, and if there is, why is there? So even the application process itself is the first step. Your resume is so huge. I've helped many friends throughout the years updating their resume. I worked with many different companies and experiences, and one of them, I was the gatekeeper for resumes. So we would get in 300 resumes a day, and the first thing was that if it was sloppy, if it was too long, if it was too short, if people were going to do spell check, it would be deleted, be erased, because there's so many other people out there who have done the homework and will have a sharp resume to the point. And maybe I'll do a video on resumes later on. But today's going to be how to become successful applying for a job of flight attendant. So, resume. Make sure your resume is on point. I'm not sure what you're going to be viewing this video, but guys, Google is your best friend. There's so many things out there that what you're going to be doing, somebody has done it before and it's been successful. So take those points. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. So even to a resume, make sure it's on point. There's nothing that you have not been able to do that you can put in a resume that contours to the job that you are applying for. And so if you're going to go to a customer service field, a lot of the words you should be using should be customer service focused. Somebody's basically going to take about 10 to 20 seconds to look at the resume and go, is this person a right fit? Just to come in for an interview. And you got to understand that, if somebody receives 300 resumes a day, and they're going to choose maybe 20 or 30 from those resumes, they're thinking between 10 and 30 people are coming in, maybe 3 or 4 may get hired, depending on how many positions they have available. So research and make sure your resume is on point, make sure it's professional, and just it shouldn't be too long, too short, and it should contour to the job that you're applying for. So customer service, it doesn't matter what field you're coming from, what is the flight attendant? They do everything, right? They do guest service, they do customer service, they do people management, they do team building. So all these little words that you're on a plane, you're on a, this steel machine from anywhere from a half an hour to 21 hours, and you have to be a team player. You have to be somebody who thinks outside the box. Somebody's going to be proactive. So these words that you use are going to make the person that's looking at the resume go, okay, this person is a good fit. Remember, a lot of these resumes things are automated too. So there's a program, an algorithm that's looking for certain words in your resume to actually even approve that process. Video interview, so huge. Today, this is my first major video I'm doing on YouTube. And I said, okay, so I tested my case, the camera at the right height, what's in the background, do I look okay? It's all those small little details. There's construction going on across the street from me, so I closed 2 or 3 of the windows. So I don't have any pets, but if you're doing a video resume, that video resume should be as if you're in front of the person applying for the position. You should wear a suit. I don't care if you're female or male. The upper part of you, your body, today I'm casual because I'm doing my own video, but if you're doing a video resume for any position, any job, I don't care whether it's construction, it's a labor, or whether it's in a professional work environment, you should look the part. So your upper body should present. Men, especially in the airline world, I know a lot of men don't like to shave, and you have your beard. Look, training is going to be anyway from 7 to 10 weeks, depending on the airline that you go to and what position you're going to go for, all right? So if that means you have to be clean shaven for 2 months, okay, this is a lifetime opportunity that you're going to get. So to be clean shaven, yeah, I've tried to help a lot of people through this process, and out of probably about 12, I think maybe 4 has done into an interview and no one's got hired. So I'm no longer a flight attendant. I was for quite a bit, and I'll do another video on that story. But this is, again, just geared towards being successful to get into being a flight attendant. Okay, so we spoke about your resume, which is on point. We spoke about the video interview. I'm from the Caribbean originally. I have a fast dialect. I speak fast. I'm animated, and so that's something that's great or not. Some people like it, some people don't. With a people-person position, somebody could hear my accent and go, okay, well, I can see how that could work in a plane, because you're gonna have different people from different regions and personalities and cultures on the plane, so that may work. So with me, internally, even before I did this video, I did 2 little 5-second shots. I'm like, okay, I know I speak fast, so let me try to at least enunciate and try to speak a bit clearer. So know your strengths and know your weaknesses, okay? So after you do the video interview, that is going to be seen by somebody live. So the resume may be algorithm that looks for certain words. The video is going to be a team that will actually look at the video. And again, whether the video is going to be about 3 minutes. And the questions they're asking you guys is very simplistic. Tell me about a time when you had to make a hard decision, and how was the outcome of that decision, right? So I'm not sure again when you'll be viewing these videos, but recently they've been using the STAR interview, certain airlines. The STAR interview basically is called situation, task, action, and results, right? It could be done for any question. So you can ask me a question, okay, why did you go to Home Depot this afternoon? Okay, right? So I'm going to use a STAR interview question and answer to answer any question. So the question was, why did I go to Home Depot today? The situation was, okay, I need to do a home project, so I went to Home Depot. The task was in my home, I need to fix the toilet. The handle was broken for the level of the toilet. The action was, I went to different aisles. I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I asked the salesperson to help me find the level. The results was, I finally found it. I was able to come home and fix the toilet. That was simple. I did that in about 15 seconds. So what's a STAR again, right? Situation, task, action, results. If you use that in any actually interview, whether it's professional or casual, you're going to wow the interviewer, because they're going to say, so many times we hear questions because we're nervous, we're excited, we're not sure of what the question is going to be, we overthink it. And if you use a STAR interview, you're going to be key in any situation. You just answer it with the situation, the task, the action, the result. It's simple. That means that you actually use your active listening skills, you heard the question, and you're able to answer back. And to help you, when you first hear a question, you can repeat the question back to the person. Okay, the question I hear you ask me is, why did I go to Home Depot today? The reason why I went to Home Depot today was, and that's what you do for every single answer. It's very simple. So that about 3 minute video interview, we'll ask different questions about your personality, about your team, results of how you interact, about some of your strengths and some of your weaknesses. Do not lie. There's no reason to lie or exaggerate. They're gonna know. And so from that, you actually go to a face-to-face interview. So why I say do not lie is because as a flight attendant on the hiring team, I was on different teams when I was a flight attendant, and one was a uniform team. I did many special assignments, many special events. I was very, very fortunate. I believe I was a hard worker, so I got rewarded. But by doing that, I was able to be involved in many different things within the flight attendant group. And so in the face-to-face interview, they're gonna know, guys, 5 seconds. They're gonna know 5 seconds whether they wanna hire you or not. So remember this, right? So in my situation a few years ago, when I applied, I believe there was about 120,000 people applying for 1,100 positions. Now, you gotta think about that, right? So out of that, they maybe, could you imagine how many resumes they had to go through, how many video interviews they had to view, and now when you come to the face-to-face. So face-to-face could consist of maybe 50 or 70 people in a given day. And so you have a flight attendant hiring team could consist of about 50 people also, because you have people going to be speaking with you, group interviews, and you have different breakout sessions. You're nervous. Nobody doesn't expect you to not be nervous. So think about being prepared. That is my motto in life, be prepared. So you come to an interview. What do you think everybody's going to be wearing? Dark color suit. The guys are probably going to be doing black or blue. All the females are going to probably do the same thing. Suit dresses, or be different. I went completely different. Today you can see I'm wearing a red hat, right? and you're watching this video. So in that interview, you want to come in and you want to look different than everybody else because everybody else looks like a clone. They look like what you expect them to look like. So the person that comes in and looks a little different, I think, to be honest, my shoes might have been blue too. Everybody's wearing black shoes. I think I was wearing blue. Wasn't like, you know, Elvis Presley, look at me, the flowers behind me are purple. It was a dark blue, but I think I had maybe even a striped suit. It wasn't tacky, it was very nice. Guys, dry clean and iron your, look people, you're gonna be put up in the hotel or coming before the interview, right? Iron your clothes, dry clean your clothes, look sharp, clean your jewelry, polish and shine it. Ladies, let those nails be on point. You are at an interview for a flight attendant. You're going to be in front of people all day. Besides speaking and interacting, you have to look the part. Sorry, you just do. Don't worry about being too old. Don't worry about being too young. Don't worry about being too black. Don't worry about being too white. Do you fit the part? Are you going to be able to communicate what the airline wants you to communicate to their passengers being on a plane from anywhere from a half an hour to 24 hours? Why do I keep bringing that up? The hiring team that's going to be looking at you and interviewing you the day of the face-to-face interview is asking themselves, can I stand this person in a galley from a half an hour to 23 hours? Why does that make sense? If you look on the plane and look at Google, you look at images of the plane, the galley is a very, very small area. So as a flight attendant group, you can be anywhere from a crew of 4 to 12 to 16 to 20, depends on which airline you're applying for, right? So they want to know, does your personality fit a small group of people? I'm not sure of the airline that you're going to be applying for, you have applied for, but remember, a lot of airlines have 25,000 flight attendants. The first time you work with a team of flight attendants, and I'll do another video of actually a day-to-day job, a 9 to 5 of what you actually do, that's been another video. When you actually work with people, it may be the first time you've actually worked with this team of people, so they want to make sure, can I stand this person? Am I going to like this person? Or am I going to get along with this person? You know, so you don't have to be best friends with somebody, but they want to know, do you have a personality that's going to match that you have to click? You have to turn it on. You don't have time to do no Oprah, no Dr. Phil. You got to turn it on from Jump Street. So in that interview, they expect you to be nervous. What they want to see is that, can you think outside the box? They're going to ask the same questions. The questions you asked, you were asked in the video interview, are not going to be a bit more intense. They want to know real situations. So you better be prepared. You better know 10 stories about every single situation that's going to be asked. Tell me about a time that you were on a team, somebody made a decision that you didn't agree with, and how did you handle it? It's going to be situational awareness. That's what they teach you in the airlines. They want to know, can you think outside the box? There's 100 different things that you have to do before a plane takes off, and I'll do another video of that. But this is more for the to be successful in the interview to land the job. Okay, so once you're in an interview, and once you, there could be 3 or 4 part of the interview. There's going to be a group interview also. So it's going to be you by yourself, and there's probably going to be a panel of 3 or 4 people. And what we're looking for, who shines. Do not go in there cocky. You ain't got the job yet. You ain't got the job yet. The people that are interviewing you have probably been there for 6 months, a year, a couple of years, so they've had this assignment. So if you walk in there and think you got it because your aunt, uncle, cousin, sister, brother is a flight attendant or a pilot, it don't mean a thing. I have known people that have interviewed 4 or 5 times and did not get in, and they keep wondering why. Why do you think it is? How you going there with a shirt that looks like you just got it out of the box and didn't iron it? You didn't put deodorant on. You put too much perfume on. People, use common sense. Okay, you are going into an environment where it's you against the entire room of people. So how do you stand out? How do you show that you're going to be above and beyond? How do you show that you can think outside the box? And how do you show that your personality is going to not be too threatening and it's going to work in a group? I don't care if you're a showboat, if you were top of your class, that doesn't mean nothing. There are lawyers, doctors, psychiatrists, people who are flight attendants. They're not impressed with your background. They're not. What they want to know is, can I stand this person in the galley from a half an hour to 23 hours? Okay? So don't act like you got the job because you don't. Be confident, not cocky. Let me say that one more time again, guys. Be confident, not cocky. Okay? It's that simple. You know what I mean? They want to know, can I choke this person on the layover? All right? So let me try to end this. So we're getting close to the 15 minutes here. So let's go back to all the tips, right? So when you're applying for a flight attendant, do your research. I'm not sure what you'll be looking at this. And now there's a website called Indeed.com. It will give you all this information about the process that everybody has gone through. Glassdoor is another great site. I'm not sure what you'll be looking at this, but Glassdoor is a great site because it'll show you, again, what everyday interaction people are actually going through. And also Google. Again, maybe in a website by the time you look at this, years to come, but make sure you do your research and do your homework. This will be nobody is that going to get you this position except yourself. But if you don't come in prepared, you're behind the 8 ball already, because it's going to be somebody that's done their homework, walk in there, not cocky, confident, and say, welcome aboard. I'll talk to you guys soon about some other projects. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and also let me know some comments, some feedback, some questions. I'll be sure to do my best to answer some of them. Okay, guys? Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Ciao.